December 9, 1965. A quiet evening in rural Pennsylvania. Then the sky lit up. A blazing fireball streaked across the heaven, seen from Canada to Detroit, Cleveland to Pittsburgh, and vanished into the forest near a small town called Kecksburg. What followed would become one of America's greatest unsolved mystery, a tale of strange symbol, military secrecy, and a community forever changed. Today we are traveling to Kecksburg to uncover the full story behind the so-called space acorn, the UFO that may or may not have fallen from the stars. Kecksburg sits in Westmoreland County, about 30 miles southeast of Pittsburgh, surrounded by rolling hills and a dense woodland. On the surface, it's a quiet rural town, but for nearly 6 decades, it's been home to a story that refuses to die. The monument you are going to see, an acorn-shaped replica, stands as a reminder of mysterious night when something came down from the sky. It was a cold Thursday evening when reports began flooding in. At approximately 4:55 p.m., a brilliant fireball blazed across the early night sky. Witnesses described it as a fiery, trailing sparks and moving slower than a meteor. Observers from the Detroit to Toronto tracked its descent, and according to many in Kecksburg, it ended here deep in these woods. Local residents remember a thunderous crash and a shockwave that shook their home. Some even said that they saw smoke rising from the forested ravine. One teenage boy claimed he was first to reach the site. He described a large metallic acorn-shaped object partially buried in the ground, about the size of a small car, glowing faintly and covered in a strange hieroglyphic-like markings. His description would later inspire the monument, the space acorn. Within hours, the area was sealed off. State police and the US Army personnel converged on the scene. Witnesses recall military trucks, floodlights, and a man in uniform combing the woods. Reporters were told to leave. Residents were warned to stay indoors, and by midnight, rumors spread that an object had been removed, covered by a tarp, loaded on a flatbed truck, and driven away. Officially, nothing was ever found. The next day, a headline across the region read, "Flaming objects fall near Pittsburgh. An army ropes off area, nothing found." The US Air Force issued a statement through Project Blue Book, claiming that the object was simply a meteor and broke apart in the atmosphere. Yet locals insisted that they saw something landed, not disintegrated. The contradiction between official report and eyewitness testimony planted the seed of suspicion that never gone away. Those who claimed to see the object described it as a metallic bronze acorn shaped and marked with unfamiliar symbols, not hieroglyphic, not letters. Some described a seamless design with no visible seams or rivet, as if cast in one solid piece. The dimension matches roughly the size of General Electric Mark II re-entry capsule used by the US spy satellite in the early 1960s. Coincidence or evidence that the Kecksburg object was actually part of a secret American mission? Who knows? Over the year, 3 main theories have emerged. Number 1, meteor theory, supported by American Meteor Society, a natural space rock entering the atmosphere. Theory number 2, Soviet spacecraft theory. Some researchers believed that it was the Soviet probe Cosmos 96 launched toward Venus but failed to reach the orbit. Its re-entry date matches December 9, 1965, almost perfectly. Theory number 3, US spy satellite theory. In 2015, researchers proposed it was actually an American General Electric Mark II capsule, a top-secret re-entry vehicle carrying film from reconnaissance satellite. NASA, when asked under the Freedom of Information Act, said records related to the Kecksburg were lost or misplaced. The response only deepened the mystery. For decades, researcher Stan Gordon of Greensburg, Pennsylvania, has investigated the Kecksburg incident, interviewing hundreds of eyewitnesses and gathered military reports. Many still believe that the government recorded something that night, whether Soviet or extraterrestrial. Television revealed a case in 1990s, the unsolved mystery, and soon Kecksburg embraced its reputation. Every July, the town holds the Kecksburg UFO Festival, celebrating both local history and the enduring mystery, completed with parades and lectures. For residents, it's no longer just a mystery, it's a heritage. Today, the site is peaceful, quiet except for birds and rustling of leaves. The Space Icon monument sits proudly near the Kecksburg Fire Hall, reminding visitors of that unforgettable night. Nearby trails led to the forest where the crash allegedly occurred, though the exact spot remains unmarked and privately owned. If you visit, you will find friendly locals, souvenir stand, and that unmistakable feeling that maybe, just maybe, something extraordinary did happen here. So why does the Kecksburg incident continues to captivate us after almost 60 years? Perhaps because it sits at the crossroad of science, secrecy, and disbelief. The Cold War was in full swing with space race, spy satellites, rockets, and rumors. To some, it's a proof of hidden technology or alien contact. To others, it's a fascinating Cold War artifact. Either way, the mystery has given this small town a permanent place on the map of American folklore. In the end, perhaps the greatest mystery isn't what fell in Kecksburg, but why we are still drawn to it. The search for truth, scientific or supernatural, keeps us going, keeps us looking for the evidence. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the time, history, and unexplained. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you enjoy exploring the world of hidden stories. Until next time, keep your eyes on the sky.